name is Bridget Mackay. I'm an attorney and I practice in the area of wills, trust, and what we practitioners call estate planning. I wanted to make a few short video blogs for all you visual learners to tell you about different aspects of planning your estate. And I wanted to start at the very basic, what is an estate plan? You may have heard that term, and you may have thought, wow, an estate has got to be something that applies to only people who have lots and lots of money with, big mansions and horses and fancy cars. But that's not the truth. Everybody has an estate, whether you are a renter in an apartment or whether you have, you're the people I described earlier. An estate is basically what is your plan for all your catastrophic events? The one we most commonly think about is death. What happens to me when I die? Where do my assets go? Whether you only have a little or if you have a lot. What happens to my children if they're minors or if they have a disability? Who are going to be the people that take care of my assets and make sure they get where they need to go? Those are questions that come up pretty often. But another piece of an estate plan is also what happens if there is a catastrophic health event happens to me and I find myself in the hospital. I can't make my healthcare decisions. Who makes them for me? And another thing you plan for in an estate plan is what happens if I'm in a car accident or there's some reason I'm in the hospital or somewhere else, maybe I'm traveling on a trip. Is there someone there that can make my financial decisions, who can pay my bills, who can buy or sell my house if it needs to happen? So all of these issues and more are addressed when you speak to an attorney about putting together your estate plan. Some of the documents that are included in a very basic estate plan, and I think you'll find this with any attorney that you consult, is it'll start primarily with a will or a trust. And in future blogs, will talk about the differences between a will or a trust. But those basically are the documents in which you deal with what happens at my death or my incapacity. If I get dementia in some form and I can no longer manage my affairs. Those two documents, well, specifically a trust address those, but a will does similar things upon death. Another document that's included in an estate plan is a power of attorney. It's the situation that covers what I talked about in terms of I have a car accident, I'm going to survive it and everything's going to be okay, but I need someone to pay my mortgage, my PG&E bill, deal with my business in the meantime. That's what a power of attorney does. Then you get into the healthcare directive, and that's the situation where I'm in the hospital, I cannot make my own decisions, who does it for me? That is also a document included in your estate plan. So as you can see, it's a fairly extensive, involved plan which you come up with your attorney to settle your affairs and take care of your affairs. Make sure your house is in order. All of those phrases have been described when clients of mine have come in and we've discussed every single aspect that could happen and planned for them. It gives an incredible amount of peace of mind. You know that if something were to happen to you, that all of these things have been thought out. There are people that have been put in place, and there are people that you approve of. So if you're interested in an estate plan, people are also very concerned about the cost. Talk to an attorney. Oftentimes they offer packages. I know in our office we do. And it's a set fee, and that includes all the documents, all the planning, all the time it takes to put those plans together, all your questions. And at the end of the day, your peace of mind is priceless.